Welcome back, my peeps. Got another tutorial for you guys. It's going to be a drink this time, so we're going to use a little bit of resin. I know some of you guys are intimidated by the resin, but you really shouldn't be. Resin can be a little finicky sometimes, and if you mess with it too much, it acts strange and does weird things. But we are going to make this. It's a Dollar Tree drink. Let's put this over here. It's a little drink made with Dollar Tree stuff. It has a syringe in there, an eyeball, and you're also gonna need some of these cubes. You can't. Dollar Tree sells these little light sets, and it comes with a couple of these fake ice cubes. I haven't seen them lately, but so if you want to make this drink, you're gonna need resin and some fake cubes. Okay, so let's put this over here. I'm gonna get my little tray here because I don't want any of the resin to get on anything. So I have a cup, and I already portioned out my resin. I have 2 cups. You can see I already made I made a line mark. So there's part A and part B, and we're gonna mix them together in this cup, okay? So like, let's move this back a little bit. You guys can really see what I'm doing here. We're gonna mix these 2 parts together. Like I said, we gonna this part is, there's a thick part and a thin part. I'm gonna throw the thick part in there first. Well, we don't need, yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna throw the thick part of my resin in here first. And you can also use a scale to weigh this and make sure you have the right amount that you need. Equal amounts. Resin, you have to have equal amounts, or if not, the resin will not set. And resin is already finicky, so you want to make sure that you get the equal parts when you use your resin. Okay, you gotta make sure you get all of it out of there. So make sure you get all of the resin out. That's part, I don't know what part that was. I didn't mark in part A or part B and all of that. But I'm scared to get any of this crap on my, so I'm just gonna put that over here. So once you mix part A into part B, you gotta start stirring. And once you mix them together, they start activating, and it's gonna get warm, and it's going to start setting. It doesn't set immediately, but you have to kind of work fast. Make your drink and all that, because sometimes, like I said, it acts finicky and it does its own thing, and you really, sometimes you don't know what to expect from this resin. Okay, so before we mix that part into the cup, let's set up our drink. So I'm gonna put this to the side. Just wanna, not gonna mix it yet, because like I said, once you mix it together, start activating. So I got this cup. It's a taller mug, a taller cup. And I wanted it to have like a stir stick in there, but I couldn't really find. They had bones, like regular bones in a little pack, but they weren't long enough. So I bought this skeleton, and I kind of took him apart, and I took his bone from his his leg over here, And I'm going to use that as my stir stick. Because I couldn't really find anything else. I'm just looking around and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? He got plenty of bones. I'm sure I could use one of them. So that's what I did. This one is probably even longer than that one. It's about the same size. But anyways, I'm going to use this one. So, you want to start like assembling your cup, okay? So, if you want to put an eyeball in there, alright, Dollar Tree has eyeballs. They come in all different colors. The eyeball comes in yellow, red, blue. I don't think it comes in red, but. And they also have these party syringes, right? So, what I'm going to do. Okay, first. This is, how did I do it before? I'm going to take one of the eyeballs. So, these eyeballs will want to float. So, what I did is I took one of these. I took one of the eyeballs. And honestly, I cut a slit in the back. I cut a slit in the back with my X-Acto knife, and I stuck a flat back marble in there to help hold it down, because it will want to float. So I don't want it to float. So I am going to so you don't want the eyeball to float. So you're gonna start like, you know, let's put our eyeball down there, right? And then we're gonna take some cubes. I don't really have a lot of these size cubes, like the regular square cubes. So I'm gonna just like arrange. I don't know if I want to use that. And then I got these other type of cubes. Hold on, let's see if I can open this thing, which I should have had opened already, but yeah, no. So these are like chips, like ice chips, like this. So I don't know which ones I want to use. Maybe should I use a combo? I don't know. I know one thing. I want my eyeball to kind of be at the front. So I might, let's look, like this. I want my eyeball to be kind of like at the front. And I'm going to kind of make sure you put your stir stick in there. Like, you know, you want to put your stir stick in there. I don't want it to be like straight. And then you're going to pour your resin on everything after you've set it up, okay? Because I'm telling you that eyeball is going to want to float. And you don't need it to float. You just need it to stay right where it's at. So make sure you put your cubes and stuff to weigh it down, okay? This is what I'm talking about. See how I have it all set up? Like the eyeball is down there. So, if you want to put your syringe in there too. If you want to put your, I don't know if I should do a stir stick or a syringe. I kind of want to do the syringe. So let's take this stir stick out. But if you wanted a stir stick, you could use that bone. Because I really want to put a syringe in here like that. You see, like this. Like that. So what I did was, right, I took a little bit of red paint, just a little. You don't need a lot. And I squeezed some red paint in there. I just squeezed some red paint, and then I just kind of took it around, let it swirl and come around. Maybe I should have put more. I think I need a little more than that. Alright, that should be good. So now what happened to this cup, let me move this out the way. I put some paint in this syringe, right? And then I took the tip and I covered it with a little bit of hot glue, like this tip, because if I don't cover it, it's gonna come out the paint. But when the resin start getting hot, it kind of melted the hot glue. I mean, it is glue, it's gonna melt, you know what I mean? So you just want to keep twirling this until it covers everything that needs to be covered. Anyway, so if you see it, and if you look in the cup, you'll see that some of it squeezed out. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but then look, it kind of looks like a shot of blood in your drink, which came out cool. I wasn't expecting that though. So I'm trying to get this paint to come over to this side. Come on, paint, let's go. And then I'm going to cover the tip again with a little bit of hot glue. But first I'm going to put this in here. You got to be careful because it's going to squirt out some paint. So make sure you have something to, and it's going to go. Okay, and that's it. That's my red paint right there. So now I'm going to wait until the hot glue, again, waiting for the hot glue. Let's see if this is hot. Yeah. So all you really need is just a little dab to go right on the tip, right here. And that's it. You just don't want it to go into the cup until you're ready for it to go in the cup. And then that's it. So I hope that it works. If not, you're just gonna have a syringe with blood in it, red paint, whatever. So now let's see where I want this syringe to go. Remember, we gotta make sure we keep the eye, and I want this part to show the syringe numbers. I think that's good right there. Hey, let's see. Right? So we set our cup up. Let's look at it over here. Our cup is set up for our resin. So we're going to just leave that to the side. And now we're going to mix our resin. So now you're going to mix this part with the part that's already in there. And now this is the fun part. So I've done this before. So when you start mixing the resin, it's going to get cloudy. And when the cloudiness goes away, that is when you'll know that the resin is ready to be. Look, I already poured. So you're just going to stir. See, it got cloudy. You're going to stir and stir and stir until you don't really want to stir too much to cause a lot of bubbles, but you want to, you know, make sure you keep stirring. You want to get those, you want to get them mixed well. Make sure you scrape the sides. I don't know if a styrofoam cup is the best cup to use. I thought I had a plastic McDonald's cup. I don't know what I did. I must have threw it out, because I like to save those for this purpose. I didn't want to use my resin cup because I didn't want to clean it. I just want to throw it out when I'm done. It's starting to get clear. If you can see now, you can see to the bottom. So it's starting to get clear. We're gonna add the alcohol ink in a minute once it gets a little bit more clear, which is really starting to get clear now. So the colors I'm gonna use are lemon yellow and fluorescent green. I'm just gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of fluorescent and like 5 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow, because I wanted that green, you know, like slime color. And there you go. You see that color? That's the color I'm looking for. Now I'm ready to pour. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute, just so the bubbles to stir a little bit. But it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna like remove the bubbles or anything, because it's a drink, and drinks have bubbles in them. So I'm gonna wipe this off because I don't want it to mess up my okay. So I'm gonna move this out the way. It's actually trash, and I'm gonna come back over here so we can pour our drink. Okay. So, ready to pour? Let's take one last look at it. See if that's how we want it to look. And you can also put an eyeball on top if you want after it's done, just so you can have a couple of eyeballs. But let's do this first. Should I have the thing coming this way, or should I have it going that way? I'm gonna just leave it like that. So here we go. Let's pour in the resin. Gotta pour the resin in there. There goes our drink. See, the eyeball is the eyeball is coming up. No, I didn't put enough ice. Hold on. Eyeball. I told you the eye was gonna come up. No. All right, let me get a stick over here. Try to keep that eyeball down there. All right, I'm not gonna add any more liquid to this, because I do not want the eyeball to come up, and the reason why it's coming up is because of the liquid. So we are going to leave that alone, and I'm gonna put some it's not as green as I wanted it to be, but I'm gonna put some, what's this, diamond dust on it, on the edge, to give it that, like, just praying that the eye, Let me not touch it too much. Alright, where's the stick at again? I want to make sure that that eyeball stays right down there. I don't want it to move. I want it to stay right where it's at. That's why I told you put a marble in it or put something in it. Maybe I should have put 2 marbles. So you put 2 marbles, okay? I'm gonna just move this to the side. Right? So then you let this dry. Where is my wipe? I need to wipe this off. Right? You're gonna let that dry. Then when it dries, you are going to you can put some red like this, some drips on the edge. So I'm just gonna use some red puffy paint to put an edge on this, but you gotta make sure your drink is dry. So I want to point something out real quick. When I tell you that resin is finicky, it's very finicky. So on this cup, you see this large spider I have here, right? Okay, so in this cup, this spider was the same size as that one. But this resin got so hot in this cup that it melted my spider and it made it small like this. It's crazy. That's why I tell you, resin has a mind of its own. But don't stress about it, okay? Just do what you do. Alright, so you're just going to go around the cup and make your drizzle. If you don't want to use red, you can use whatever color you want to use. Oh boy. I'm just going to hold it like this. It's already dry. I don't have to worry about it spilling or anything. And you just go around the whole cup. Come back and make sure you get the rim. Just make sure you go around. They had this cup in black too, with black hands, but I couldn't find it. It's like that one goes like really fast. As soon as it gets in stock, is like the #1 seller, so I couldn't find it in black. But if you find it in black, I would get that one. But I mean, whichever one you get is fine. Then you can go back. You don't even have to squeeze the gel. Just go back and make sure you hit the rim. The rim is covered. I didn't add any more paint. I'm just going around using whatever's already there. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with some diamond dust because I want it to look like salt, you know. So I didn't put enough color in that. I don't think that one had enough color, but it could be wine, okay? Bro, I swear. And there you go. You got your drink with a bloody salt rim. So guys, that's basically it. I mean, I didn't add enough color in this one, I don't think, but it kind of looks like wine, don't it? Just looks like wine. So here go your drinks. You got this one, and this one. Well, you can't even really see that one, can you? Let's move it back a little bit. Boom. There go your drinks. So most of everything came from Dollar Tree except for the resin and the ice cubes. But I'll leave a link to Amazon if you want to get some ice and some resin. Totally up to you if you want to get it from Amazon. But that's it, guys. So I hope you like these drinks and you make some. I mean, I know you can use, some people use spackle for their drinks and this and that, but if you wanted to make it look a bit more realistic, you can use resin. See the blood in there? Alright, guys. Hope you like this tutorial. Talk to you later. Stay safe, healthy, and crafting. God bless you guys. Bye.